Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're at 7,496. We're down 0.32%. And what I wanted to do today was basically label this title, Patience is King. Patience is everything. And the reason why I want to label it Patience is Everything is in the markets, guys, sometimes the best thing to do is to sit back in cash and watch the market and plan your next strategy, whether you're going to go long or whether you're going to go short. But having a plan, that's the best thing. And for me, that's one of the places that I'm at right now. I'm still sitting in cash, guys. I've been very patient with this because overall we're still in this downtrend channel. We're below all four moving averages right now. The trend still has been pressing down on us, but we've also been having some bullish things take place, just like this higher low down here that we ended up setting. We were talking about this in our previous video, how we wanted to set that higher low, then come up here and set a higher high. And what's happened now is we've basically just had consolidation moving sideways with extremely tight candles. So there's a massive fight between the bulls and the bears over this level going on right now. And you can see how the volume's really been dropping down, guys. So that's something we're going to pay attention to. If you get some from these videos, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, trying for 100 likes on this video. Appreciate all you guys who are commenting, subscribing, and just being part of this channel with me and learning. Really appreciate it, guys. So when we're looking at this, in my opinion, this is just where I like to step back. I'm not in a rush. I used to, when I got into this market, guys, I would have some FOMO, or I'd have some fear of basically missing out if a move takes place. And now what I like to do, I really like to sit back and watch the development of the trend take place. And that's what I'm looking at now. I'm trying to see the trend change in the short term. And it starts with this higher low here. But now what we need to do, we need this continuation and we need a higher high. And that would mean us closing up above $7,799 is going to be that key area for us. So that's what we need to close up above. And what we need to hold would be $7,131. So you can see this fight back and forth. Whenever the candles get very tight and you have these small dojis back and forth, that's going to show you that a big fight's taking place between the bulls and the bears, and you're going to have a breakout. The candles are getting very tight. We just don't know yet if it's going to be that breakout to the upside and test this upside channel, or if it's going to be a downside break to test this downside channel. But overall, guys, we're still below. In purple, our 20 EMA, we're below that. We're challenging it right now. In orange, we have our 40 EMA. We're below that. In pink, we have our 50 moving average. We're below that. And then in white, we have our 200-day EMA, and we're below that. So that's why I said, guys, why I wouldn't want to take a long just yet. Whenever you're in uptrends, you can see right here, you want to be up above all these moving averages. Do you see that? How they almost fanned out? That was a very strong uptrend. And now what we have is the opposite. We're below all these. So in my opinion, you'd want to wait for some type of confirmation, start to have candle closes at least up above that 20 EMA with some volume holding the higher low, so that we can go up and challenge this upper channel right here. And basically what I wanted to point out to you all is that if we can get a break out of this upper channel, we could run 40, 50, 60%. Anytime you get a big trend line break, especially when we've been going down for almost 6 months now with these lower highs and lower lows, if we could break out of the top here, that could be a really big run for us, and we could come up here and even challenge around that $10,000 range. But it all takes place in this trend, guys, back and forth, higher highs, higher lows. You have to look at it like that stair step. That's what has to happen. So we need this $7,100 to be defended. Excuse me. Now looking at some indicators, I wanted to point out that we did have a MACD, a bullish MACD cross to the positive, if you can see that there. So we had a MACD cross, and that also correlated with our higher low, which is important for us. So we want to see if that'll hold. Our histogram is ticking to the positive, so that's a good thing for us right now. We're trying to fight that trend, trying to move up right now, trying to change it in the short term. That's what it's all about. In terms of our RSI, we're at 44 right now. We've been making higher lows right there. If you guys can see that higher low that was put in, whenever you do this RSI, you want to pay attention to it, just like a line graph here, how we dropped so hard, we had our reaction, we came back up, and this is where the bulls stepped in right there at 36 on the RSI, and then we tried to push back up, and we're looking at a bit of a double top now. We're going to have to see what happens as the day continues to progress. And then the last one I want to show you here was our awesome oscillator, and this is going to be a little bit more of a histogram. And guys, with our awesome oscillator, you can see how we're starting to tick to the positive here. We're trying to gain that strength and get to the positive, just like we had over here. And that's when we had that big bullish engulfing pattern, when we had our histogram here, our awesome oscillator, starting to tick to that positive, gaining strength, and then we finally made it to the positive once we got that bullish engulfing candle on big volume. So that's what I'm waiting for, guys. That's what I'm going to label it today. Patience is key. I'm sitting out of the market right now. I'm looking for a good spot. I'm planning my attack, planning my strategy, but right now with the candles as tight as they are, an overall downtrend, I want to be more careful. I want to protect my capital, and I don't want to go jumping into a position just yet. But that's just me, guys. You do whatever you want to do. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't want to buck the trend or fight the trend. I'm looking for a great long position, and whether it be, you know, we go up from here at 7,500 or we go down to 5,000, we have another good buying opportunity. That's what I want to do in this market, guys. I want to look for the best opportunity that can hold for a little bit longer term and really try to ride these trends. It's all about riding the trends for Bitcoin. So guys, 7,518 right now, down 0.03%. Let's see if we can hold that higher low, see if we can get an upside break there through some of the moving averages. That's what I'm looking at. God bless you all. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Take care, my friends.